Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GrizzlyBear Sims YouTube channel, and welcome back to Lone Star. This is episode number 14 of our Lone Star series, and we are in the second day of midsummer. Of course, we are playing, as you might remember, we are playing in 6 game days per season. And so we are in, like I said, the second game day of midsummer. And as you can kind of tell out there in field number 1, our wonderful corn crop is growing and looking quite nice. That corn crop will be used for silage purposes and will be brought down here and placed into our silage fermentation silos. So get those guys up and running. And of course, we've been feeding those with grass the last few game days or so. I actually put a little bit more grass in there today and got that going. So keeping that going and just keeping things running on the farm. That's the whole name of the game, isn't it? Well, let's see. We're going to do a few different things today. We're going to go and sell some of that wool today, and we're also going to do a little bit of spraying this morning, get things kicked off here in our New Holland sprayer. And I did go ahead and deactivate the gearbox mod, the manual gearbox mod. I just felt that it was causing some problems that I could do without, and I think that everything is going to be the better for it, at least right now. I will continue to keep an eye out on it, and we'll update it and test it and see if those things are better, those changes are better. But for right now, I'm going to leave that off, and we're just going to use the more realistic mod that is installed and active on this map, as well as on Lawfolds, and also our brand new map. I took a nap this afternoon, and I guess I have nap on my mind. So, all right. So let's we'll go down here on this end and start and work our way back up. We are going to spray our cornfield this morning. It's about 6:45 here in the morning, and just getting off to a early start. We won't have a whole lot to do today other than a little bit of spraying and probably just sort of tending to the animals and stuff like that. And so tomorrow you guys will be watching the very last episode of Lawfolds. Lawfolds is finally coming to an end. Let me just get this set up here, and then I will be able to talk. 61 episodes is what that series will end up being, all total. And it's been a great series. I'm not going to lie to you about that. I've quite enjoyed it, but I think that all good things sometimes must come to an end, and I think it's just time to wrap that series up and to think about other greener pastures maybe. And so there is a brand new map that you're going to be seeing. That map is going to debut on the 1st of June. Now, you've already seen somewhat of a preview for this, so I will go ahead and tell you the name of that, and that is Mountain Valley Farm. Sorry about that. And Mountain Valley Farm is a pretty cool map by Jerry Ott, and if you're interested in joining the Old Guy Gaming group over on Facebook, I'll put a link and everything in the show notes for the Mountain Valley Farm series. I won't bother putting a note or a link in this video, but if you go and if you look at the video which you watched on Saturday, just this recent Saturday, Mountain View episode number 0. Basically, it was just sort of a little bit of a kickoff episode, just to kind of set the stage for what to expect and such. So take a look at that, and there'll be a link in there for that. So wrong button again, Jerry. I'm getting pretty bad about hitting the wrong button. Hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. It is. Well, let's see, what is today? Today is the 21st of May, and I am still working a little bit in advance, of course, a little bit This is almost, well, actually over a week in advance. You guys are going to be watching this episode on the 29th of May, Monday the 29th, and of course, that is, let's see, that is Labor Day. Yeah, that's Labor Day here in the U.S., and so I'm building up my queue of episodes basically because my wife and I will be going on vacation in July. Sort of the end of June and first part of July. We will be up in the mountains here in Colorado for our 10th wedding anniversary, and also for the Independence Day holiday as well. And so I basically wanted to be able to continue to keep a flow of episodes going. We're going to have some downtime in the cabin and everything, a couple of hours a day, so I will be able to keep up with emails and keep up with comments and stuff like that. And so I wanted to go ahead and try to build a buffer so that I can keep consistent episodes flowing out from the channel so that you guys can watch that while I'm on my rest and relaxation tour up in the mountains. And I tell you what, I am quite looking forward to that. Both my wife and I are, actually. It's been a long, hectic few months, and of course, she hasn't been, let me back up just a little bit and try to get the edge of that. She hasn't been feeling the best this year, and so while I think she's feeling a little bit better, it's just been, she's been cooped up here at home quite a bit, and so this is just going to be an opportunity for us to sort of get away and get some good clean mountain air in our lungs and do a little bit of hiking, nothing that will be too strenuous for her, even though she has been doing a little bit of walking here in our neighborhood every day just to kind of get out and get some fresh air and get a little bit of light exercise. And so I think she will be just fine, and I think she's actually looking quite forward to getting up there. And we'll take some movies and we'll take some board games and such. And for us, I will have to say that in my younger days, vacation was about doing and running and going and seeing this and seeing that and seeing how much you can cram into a short period of time. And while we do tend to sort of maintain that sort of schedule when we go to Europe, which obviously we went last summer and we won't go back until probably next summer, so the summer of 2018. But when we sort of stay home here in Colorado and do these mountain getaways, and we try to get up to the mountains about once every 3 or 4 months, they're a little bit more relaxing for us. They are sort of taking a book, taking some movies, taking some board games, and just really enjoying our each other's company and enjoying just our peace and quiet. And of course, 4th of July holiday weekend, I would expect that this area where we're actually going to a town called Estes Park, and it's at the foothills or the entrance of Rocky Mountain National Park. And it'll probably be quite crowded up there just because it is also Independence Day holiday weekend. But our wedding anniversary is the 1st of July, and so can't change that. And so we'll just have to put up with the crowds and stuff. But like I said, our cabin, we've had our cabin reserved for probably about 5 months now, 4 or 5 months, and it's a great little cabin. It's got a grill out on the back deck, and it's got a fridge and refrigerator and freezer, and not that we'll do a whole lot of cooking, but I think that we'll probably cook at home, a couple of nights, and we'll go to the grocery store and get some nice stuff to grill, and maybe some fish, maybe some steaks, some burgers, some brats or something like that, and just really have a nice, relaxing, entertaining kind of thing, just the two of us. And as I said, that's really what we enjoy these days. Because the thing about it is when you go and you are out and about and you're active, and of course you're seeing things, and we hate. I guess one of the reasons why we do tend to do a lot more when we go to Europe, as an example, is because, well, we've spent quite a bit of money to basically get there, airfare and all that stuff. And you sort of feel like, well, you want to get your money's worth. And of course, it is visiting family. That's mainly the purpose of our trips to Europe, is to visit her parents and her sister and her brother-in-law, and those kind of visits. But still, we often will also spend about 5 days or so in the English countryside. That's really our vacation. And but we're going. We're constantly going. We're going and seeing sites that maybe we've never seen before, or maybe we're repeating a location that we've gone to that we really enjoyed several years ago and want to go back. And so we tend to just sort of go, and it's vacation, and we're tired, we're exhausted from work. And I understand that there's many schools of thought on this whole concept. Well, I can rest when I'm retired, or whatever. But my wife and I both have very stressful jobs, and so as far as this vacation, which is what's upcoming for us in about a month's time, well, we're just, like I said, we're just looking forward to that. And so we're just going to go ahead and spray this piece over here as well. We went ahead and planted this in corn at the time that we were planting the other side. Even though this dog leg, we sort of took it out on the courseplay course when we sort of redesigned this field. We're going to go ahead and still obviously harvest the corn over here because, well, why not? But we'll just either do that manually or whatever the case might be. I'm not sure. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah. So I really haven't mentioned it, but over the last couple of days, the week leading up to the 19th, 20th of May, we had some more mod thefts that took place. And once again, the situation has resulted in a modder basically saying he's had enough, he's done, he's tired of doing all the hard work and other people taking claim for that. And of course, if you are a member of PCSG or Three Dudes Gaming Network, then you most likely know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about GTX Modding. They're the talented team behind the road train stuff that came out not too long ago, and also all of the AR type equipment. And their 1.1 version of their newly released mods were basically copied and uploaded as 1.2 to several sites. And from what I can tell, somehow, some way, some of the association with the Pleasant Valley map and the modding and the people that are involved with that might somehow be involved. I'm not 100% sure how it all ties together, but we've got to do something, folks. We've got to we've got to stand up. Those of us that truly love this game, that truly love the mods that we have, and the wonderful modders who spend of their time, their free time, to produce such wonderful content. And if we don't do something, more and more of these guys are going to basically hang up their hat, or they're going to go private, or they're going to go, somehow or another restrict the use of their mods. And that's going to just be damaging for all of us. It's going to be damaging for me. It's going to be damaging for you. It might be possible that you know, a mod guy like Stevie or even Andy with GTX mods or whatever, it's possible that, you know, they may say, hey Jerry, you know, you've been an outstanding individual to our needs, and you know, appreciating the work that we do and everything. We would like to we would like to give you access to our mods. And as I've talked about before, the problem with that is that, well, then I can't share that with all of you, because if I can't, you know, the difficulty in all this simply is that, well, if I can't share this with each and every one of you, then you know, I don't necessarily want to use it. And so you know, that's just sort of the way it is. So we're going to go off and we're going to go sell this wool. I know that we've sold wool a few times with on, you know, sort of on camera, but we'll see what the price is for this. And what I'll do is I'll do an edit here, and I will meet you at the spinnery where we're going to sell the wool. I'll see you there. All right, well, we've reached the spinnery and our wool is now selling, and I will do another edit and bring us back right as the last pallet of wool is starting to sell, so that you can see how much we've made off this load. All right, the last bales there are selling, and $131,344 for sold wool. Not bad. It's coming down a little bit as far as the value of it is concerned, but you know, we would sort of expect that because we've sold quite a bit. I think this is our third or maybe fourth delivery of wool that we have brought to the spinnery just in the last maybe 4 or 5 game days, I guess, since we sort of did the reset starting with episode number 7. So let's see, this is episode number 14, so I think probably 3 or 4 loads of wool that we've sold over the course of 7 episodes. So we're now going to go down to the store and get a load, or at least a stack of straw bales, because we need some straw bales because we don't have anything ready to harvest yet that will produce straw bales, and we are out, so we're going to pick up some straw bales, and I'll see you at the store. Alright, well, a quick trip down to Mitchell and Borland, picking up our straw bales. They had a couple of hay bales left over that somebody didn't want, so they threw them on at no charge, so that was awfully nice of them. And of course, really what happened was I had a load and picked those up, and I guess there was 2 that didn't get on the trailer, and so they were still in the parking lot, but it's still nice of Mitchell and Borland to hang on to them for me. So we're going to just run this straw and these 2 hay bales down to the barn here, and then we're going to swap out our tractor and then head back up to the store, because we have just purchased a small trailer, a small tipper trailer, that we're going to see if we can put pig food in that. Basically, we have a supplier there at the feed and seed store that has mixed up some award-winning pig food for us, and so we basically want to give that a try and see how that's going to work out. So we'll leave this right here, and one of the boys will sort that out for us and get that unloaded, and we'll just jog over here and get in our smaller case tractor. Should do the trick there. And gonna have to do something about that manure, I have a feeling. I don't know what the capacity is of that, but it's quite possible that we're possibly reaching our max quota on that, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright, we don't really use our little case Puma very much, so I kind of thought this might be a good task for it. So we'll see if we can get this to work. Basically, what it is it's a mod. It's a little mod. It's a little mod silo that you can buy you can buy pig food from it, and that's really all it is. It's just a pig food sell point, but it should work in the little small tipper that we're going to buy. It's just that little in-game tipper. So all of our crops are looking good, and by the way, in the previous episode we had been sort of mowing and doing other things, so off camera we got this all we got all that picked up here just to the left with grass, and then we mowed, tethered, raked and baled the field to the south, which used to be the old field number 1 down there by the campground. We baled that as hay and got all that stacked up. So we've got a barn full of hay, and obviously we will have a barn full of straw once our wheat and barley crops come in. But that will be a few more game days most likely before that will be available. So we just needed a little bit of straw in the interim just to kind of hold our cows over, hold our pigs over, and of course to make total mix rations with it. A little bit of a bump there. Alright, I think they should probably have our trailer already set up and ready to go out here. At least I hope so. They told me when we came up here for the straw that they would pull it out and set it out here on the lot for us. So it's just this little, what is it? Is it, oh, little Brantner, E841. I'm thinking it holds about 4,000, 6,000 liters, something like that. We'll see if that's good enough, if this is close enough for government work. Probably will be. There we go. Nice looking little trailer. It'll certainly do, I think, for what we want it to do. Now I had looked into, there's a very nice little auger type trailer, very similar to this. It's a little bit taller, a little bit higher capacity, but I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to work with the pig food. And the other thing is that the pig food silo, which you'll see here in just a moment, is kind of short. It would be nice if it were a little bit taller, where you could get a little bit larger size style trailer underneath it, but unfortunately you can't. So we just got to do with what we got to do. And as you can tell, it's a pretty small little connection there, and I've run into it with the side of the tractor. There we go. So let's see how we let's see what we're supposed to do here. Start filling. Okay. And of course we're buying the pig food, so you'll see our price is going down there. So we purchased $8,200 worth of pig food, and we'll try not to knock the mirror off of our tractor when we back up there. But yeah, I think this will work out just fine. It doesn't have a cover, unfortunately, and that was another thing. So this little pig food silo is on my mod spreadsheet. If you go to GrizzlyBearSims.com, you'll see the link. But as you can tell, it would be nice if it were just a little bit taller. If you either put that concrete foundation on a taller foundation, a taller pedestal, either that or raise that tip pipe, raise that thing up higher, just so that you could get different types of trailers. Because really, other than the mirror, and we'll have to get Billy Bob to fix that mirror for us, this is really about the largest trailer that you could put under there and get any pig food out of it. All right, well, by the time we get down and feed some of this to our pigs, it's going to be approaching our magic number, our magic time slot. All of our crops are growing really nicely, so most likely when we do come back together again, maybe not the next game day, but or at least maybe not the next episode, but most likely the next game day, we should be able to harvest something, I would hope. We'll just have to take a look. The sunflowers, the canola was looking good. That's looking like it might be a good opportunity. But then again, we are just in midsummer, so I kind of forgot about that. So might be another game day or two before we're going to be able to do any harvesting, and that'll be fine. We've got plenty of other things that we need to do. We've got more grass that we can possibly mow if we want to do that. We'll try to save you from having to endure that on camera too much, because we've already done some mowing. So we'll just tip this here, and this will bring our pigs up. Wow, I'm surprised that they took all of it, but they sure did. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching, folks. I think I will go and park this little trailer over here next to the pig place. Will be a good location, I think, for this. And next time they need some pig food, we'll go up and buy it from our seller there. And so thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day holiday for those of you here in the US of A. And hope you are looking forward to our brand new series. And until next time, thank you all so much for watching, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.